I came across this video and it got me thinking, is it possible to escape a trial in Dead by Daylight without taking a single step? At first it just seemed kind of stupid, but then I thought about it some more and it finally hit me. Plot twist. Now, obviously I ran into a lot of problems, but I had to assume there was a chance this would eventually work if I just kept trying. No, stop trying to sell me out. Oh my god. What the hell? Don't give away our location. No, man. Can you take me to a generator? That would be nice. Oh my fucking god. Every time. Stop it! A lot of people really didn't understand what I was trying to do and either remained confused or absolutely enraged. One player was angry enough to leave a comment under one of my videos. You're the absolute worst teammate. As killer, I've just seen you twice and you threw the entire thing for your team so you could have a laugh with downing yourself using the Nick Cage perk. You're so sad and truly the biggest troll, and I hope all your games go terribly. They did. This is fucking pissing me off, man. I'm getting out without walking. Plot twist is this ridiculous perk that allows you to put yourself in a dying state, and you can fully recover all by yourself. But only once per trial, until after the final gen is done, and then you get another chance. But it can only be activated when you're already injured. This is very important. No Mither is a perk that makes you permanently injured for the entirety of the game, but you can also pick yourself up as many times as you like. You know that oddly sexual moaning sound survivors make when they're injured? Well, it gets rid of that and the pools of blood that would usually leave a trail and make it easier for the killer to find you. I also just wanted to showcase this stupid pallet spawn because it's funny. Also, for some reason in the first match, I brought a med kit even though healing myself wasn't going to be an option due to No Mither permanently injuring me. Lamau. Look at this guy. He thought he was being so clever. I wanted to be able to get back up often so that I could repair gens and also not fully bleed out. The problem is, if you recover fully with plot twist, you won't be able to down yourself again until endgame, and this means you'll no longer have a means of traveling until the final gen is popped. My initial idea was to bring Wicked, a perk that allows you to instantly unhook yourself if you get hooked specifically in the basement. And you can't fully rely on being able to unhook yourself because that can only happen once. So you'd have to stay near a gen that is also near a basement and beg the gamer gods you'll be able to plot twist and crawl out of sight before the killer comes to inevitably destroy all your generator progress. This also meant I had to fully rely on the possibility that someone else would pick me up every time so that plot twist could still reactivate for when I needed to travel again. Then there's Unbreakable, a perk that primarily allows you to pick yourself back up once per trial, but I only wanted to use it for recovery speed. Otherwise I wouldn't bother because I already have plot twist allowing me to pick myself back up. Tenacity also increases recovery speed, but I didn't have that perk at first, and now I'm realizing how many things in this game seem to have overlapping functionality, and it's giving me a headache. Conviction is sort of like Unbreakable, but only lets you pick yourself up for 30 seconds and then you go back down again. But you don't need to fully recover, so this is actually super useful for what I'm trying to do. Well, it would be if I were allowed to use my legs. So in this case, it's literally to buy myself more time before I bleed out. And I can't even activate the damn perk until after I heal somebody else by 1 health state. Which would be very easy if only I could just walk up to somebody else to heal them. But no! They have to come to me! Wait, let me heal you! Come back, cat! Bro! Trying to do all of this in solo queue was hurting my brain, and I just hope they didn't all think I was trolling. At one point, I happened to spawn right at the entrance of Killer Shack, body blocking a fellow Claudette from getting past. Little did she know, I was taking the game very seriously, just not in the way she expected. Thing is, the mere fact that you're already downed right after spawning in becomes the only thing the entire team cares about until they eventually get bored and do their own thing. Hopefully. And the killer will always take advantage of this and try to get you out as soon as possible because I must 4K every game, even if it doesn't require any skill whatsoever. Grrr! What's particularly frustrating is not knowing how to proceed after I finished my first generator. Like, what do? Walk away? Because after many attempts, I begin to realize my greatest enemy isn't the killer anymore. It's literally bleeding out. I might have to just let myself bleed out. Yep. Sometimes it felt like a good thing the killer picked me up because then I'm no longer on the floor and hence no longer bleeding out, although it hardly made a difference. All it takes is 4 minutes on the floor and it's over. 4 freaking minutes. Sometimes I found myself standing completely still just to buy myself time after crawling for way longer than I anticipated. Well, I'm up now. Yeah, no, there's literally nothing I can do here. I'm on the ground now. Oh, I bled out. Alright, locker time. You two, you know you want to do it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, do your thing. Oh, wait. Drop the pallet on him! Wait, I've got conviction. I've got conviction. God damn it, man. This is gonna take forever. After about 3 hours of trying stuff and failing miserably, I did some test runs to figure out which perks would actually solve a lot of the problems I was running into. What exactly is the best build for this? When I originally started making this video, Behavior had taken away Tenacity's granted ability to recover and crawl at the same time. But apparently, I can do that now, and that's when I discovered an incredibly strong build. And going into this without a plan was like heading to my favorite sweet shop but then having no idea what the hell to buy. That's basically what I did for 3 hours. But about a month later, I loaded into a custom lobby with none other than Heisenberg to conduct an important experiment for science! Yeah, he's just kind of here now. There were immediately 2 major problems we identified. Crawl speed, recovery speed. We wanted to know roughly how long it might take to crawl from one generator to another, recover, start repairing, and then ask, how do we make this go faster? You see, the faster I can crawl and recover, the less likely I am to bleed out every time. And with just plot twist and no mither alone, it was so slow. Oh my god. Adding Unbreakable certainly made getting up a little faster, but it absolutely did not make up for how long it took to travel from point A to B. We thought Conviction might help just in case we do manage to heal somebody, and then we can effectively give ourselves an extra 30 seconds to prevent us from bleeding out, giving our team more time to make progress while we quietly check out the vegetation. But if I could invent a perk to describe Behavior, it'd probably be Indecisive Strike. Tenacity used to be so strong, and then it was nerfed to oblivion before being unnerfed, and now we can once again crawl faster and recover faster at the same time. Normally, survivors can only recover if they're staying still. The frequent nerfing to buffing to nerfing to buffing pattern we see Behavior committing makes me wonder if they too stepped into that sweet shop I mentioned earlier, because my god, they do not know what they want to do with their game, if not for financial incentive. Truly a Behavior moment. Now that we have some solid ideas, here is the absolute best build to maximize our chances of escaping. A key, so we can still escape through the hatch if the killer finds it first. The hatch at shack offering, so that we know where the hatch will be if there is a killer shack. Plot twist, no mither, tenacity, and conviction. For this to work, I'll need to immediately down myself, crawl to a generator, wait for someone to pick me up, repair, down myself, crawl again, fully recover, and repair one more generator. Bonus points if I manage to heal someone to enable conviction. At this point in the trial, the other gens should hopefully be done, which means plot twist should hopefully be usable again, and then I can resume my tactical pruning antics, leaving me with 2 more options. I either drag myself to an exit gate or I pray for hatch, and that's the whole thing. With Dead by Daylight being the chaotic evil we both love and hate, there's no way of knowing how each match will pan out, but I will keep trying. And even if I don't succeed, it's gonna be really close. Oh my god, I'm actually really nervous right now. I've been spending so much time thinking about this concept that I feel like I can't leave my chair because that would disqualify me. I'd be walking. Okay. Now I crawl to that generator, and I can also see where everyone is, which is nice. I wonder if anyone's going to be able to pick me up, though. What is he doing? He's just crouched next to the chase! David! What the fuck? Is he just there for the flashlight save? Is that his plan? Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to do, and he succeeded. But I am bleeding out here. Can someone pick me up? She's back down again. You see how that was a waste of time? And how you could have been on the gen this whole time? It's fine. Steve will come and pick me up now. Steve is the sensible adult here. And I'm like a fucking child on the floor, refusing to move. Thank you very much. Be real sneaky like, okay, Steve? Oh, wait, this could be an opportunity to heal. Okay, if you guys get me up now, and then I heal Lara, and then I can get my conviction, this is kind of perfect, isn't it? And I haven't been hooked yet, and I haven't used plot twist, like, to get back up. Thank you very much. And now I go to that generator. Was she giving me her med kit? I can't heal myself. I literally have no either. Okay, I do have conviction. Oh, that does seem like a way safer generator, actually. Steve, it's okay. Steve, you could be doing progress on the generator. Look, if he sees me get up, and then I work on the gen. Okay, and now he's going to do the other one? Oh my god, wait, that's perfect. This might actually work. I mean, at least I'm being left alone. So, like, I'm just kind of vibing. And so if I get this gen done in time, that might be fine. Although Steve keeps doing Steve things. Okay, I'm just going to stay here and hope for the best. Wait, is that an exit gate over there? Oh, technically I did it. Why did the killer leave? He could have gotten his adept. What the hell? That doesn't count. Okay, we're actually at the killer shack. So now we know that this is here. So let's plan this out. So there's gen over there and there's a gen somewhere else. I don't know, but we know where this one is. They're immediately gonna want to pick me up, I think. Hey, Jane. Okay, she's gonna pick me up. It's really interesting seeing their, like, reflexive instincts. They see down survivor without a chase. Oh, you kidding me? This generator has too much attention. Yeah, there's no way that generator's gonna be safe again. Oh, wow, they're looping him, though. That one's nearly done, which is nice. Good work, Michaela. Hey, Michaela, get back on that gen. Michaela! Michaela! I don't know why she's 99 to that one. Okay, just pick me up for now. Oh, fucking hell! I don't know why she didn't finish it in the first place. I don't know what to do in this situation. I think there's a generator over there somewhere. Let's see. I have just over 2 minutes of bleeding out left to do. Oh, there's one over there. I've got to stay out of sight real quick. Okay. If I could... I don't think I want to go for the unhook. I'll just let Michaela do that. Why is she saying come here? Oh. Just pointing at me. No, Michaela. Don't sell me out now, Michaela. Go pick up. Go unhook Jane. Oh, God. I am going to just bleed out, though. Oh, man. This just sucks. They think I'm being silly. I'm just trying to finish this guy. I have to crawl like literally an inch. Whatever. Just pick me up. Oh, my God. He has urban evasion. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I probably should have crawled away from the team, to be honest. Oh my god, Sabo! Wait, that's kind of perfect, isn't it? If I get off... Oh, wait, but it's just gonna pick me up again. It would have been better if he dropped me on the floor then. I guess I wasted some of his time. I don't know, man. Oh my god, and the urban evasion's away into the horizon. Holy shit! That's so many... What the... We'll make it, prove thyself, the corrective action thing or whatever it's called. Holy perks. Okay, I finished the generator. Urban Evasion Bill is gonna look after me this match. This is my supervisor, my personal assistant. I need someone else to be in chase, otherwise it's gonna be really awkward. Okay, you can pick me up just to stop me from bleeding for now. Where do I go? Okay, this is not terrible. It could be a lot worse. Oh. I need to stay hidden now. This is really awkward. Why is the killer here? What is he doing here? Oh, Bill's coming to the rescue. This is like the entire gameplay. I get picked up occasionally, and then I go back down when I feel ready to crawl again. But I only get picked up when I feel like it's a safe situation to get picked up and like stand completely still. I guess I just stay here until Bill finishes the gen. I need to plan my next location. I think maybe that side there should be a gen somewhere. I still have 2 minutes left before bleeding out. So, you know, I'm using my time pretty well. 3 gens left. Oh, shit. Wait. He doesn't have to... Oh, God damn it, David! Oh, wait. I can sneak away. I can sneak away. I have time. I will just hide. If I just stay right here, he doesn't have to know. I just picked myself up. I got too scared of bleeding out. Now I'm just in an awkward situation because I did pick myself. I shouldn't have picked myself up. He wouldn't have known. Oh, I'll just cleanse this totem. It's fine. I'm still being useful, guys, even though it's a dull totem. At least I'll get my blood points on the way out. Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot about AFK crows. Well, this sucks. And they're also not doing gens, not very efficiently. Bill, I thought you were going to take care of me, man. What the hell? Absolute disappointment. I believed in you, Doogleberry. I hear him. He's right there. It's just maybe I should communicate. I don't know how they're gonna react though. They might just troll me. Guys, I'm experiencing DBD social anxiety. Is that normal? There is something uniquely jarring about spawning a meter away from where I need to be, expecting everyone to immediately understand that I'm about to down myself, only to be picked up a few seconds later. No one readies up expecting that kind of opener. After a while, I felt like I was running out of luck, but I was learning with every failure. Like, I don't think you realize how much time I've spent analyzing this ridiculous challenge. I almost feel as though I've ascended to a higher plane of existence trying to figure this out. Some nights I couldn't even fall asleep because I just needed to know this challenge could be done. And then there was that single moment. I had an epiphany. Remember in the beginning of the video when I was unreasonably optimistic about conviction? Well, getting value from it was too dependent on hyper-specific situations that never, ever happened. And I really just wanted to fill a perk slot. I mean, sure, I would manage to enable it by healing someone occasionally, but then actually using it was next to impossible. I think an important question I've been ignoring throughout this entire video was, which generator do I even prioritize at any given moment? Considering I have to take my time crawling to each one, having a clear direction would have saved me so much time that was otherwise spent not knowing where to go, and I'm so tired of mentioning the problem of bleeding out that I probably could have written a book about it by now. So ladies, gentlemen, both, neither, and otherwise, let me introduce you to Deja Vu. It shows you the 3 generators in closest proximity to one another, and if you do the ones that are highlighted, you get them done 6% faster. This is huge. Well, except for when the 3 gen is on the other side of the map. I will remember this, Badam Preschool. And it still doesn't change the fact that while I'm traversing, survivors have this overwhelming need to pick me up from the floor, even though I clearly downed myself on purpose. Like, they seriously waste so much time doing this. It's unbelievable. Always looking at me like, oh, you're up to no good, aren't you? Not the Ada giving up on me to use self-care, by the way. Self-care. That perk is literally the all-too-well 10-minute version of healing. By the time that health bar finishes, Taylor Swift could have re-recorded her entire discography again and started a brand new world tour. Waste of time. Okay, to be fair, Ada did continue following me to a generator where I finally allowed her to pick me up, and she was just desperate to salvage a match that was going horribly wrong, but she still brought self-care, and I'm allowed to be upset about that. Oh, I walked. To counter this unproductive fascination with my crawling shenanigans, I'd sometimes start the match pretending to be AFK until everyone was busy doing something. And it kind of worked, but then it also kind of became yet another thing the killer would take advantage of, showcasing the desperate need to somehow prove they are worthy of respect or something. Especially in a situation where we're all just standing around on top of a mound, making us easier to spot than the distant lens flare on Walter White's head. What? A free down? Don't mind if I do. This match is somehow fun and I hate everyone. You can definitely tell I'm traumatized by all the previous attempts because there are so many incidences where the terror radius would get louder and I'd panic plot twist away just to be safe, only to realize nothing was about to happen to me and I could feel my reputation slipping through my fingers faster than it already was. I was the one wasting time. And if it wasn't obvious enough already, the idle crows from accidentally not doing anything became an incredibly obnoxious reoccurring pattern. These crows give the killer noise notifications that give away my location. Not ideal. It's happened to me behind Killer Shack in front of a locker and after failing to negotiate with a rock as I waited for the right moment to crawl to hatch. Unfortunately, this time, the killer already closed it and I happened to bring a toolbox instead of a key. You see, escaping through the exit gate was virtually impossible, but it sort of occurred to me to try when it was either the only viable way of salvaging a disaster of a match, or it was an indoor map with no way of knowing where hatch was going to spawn, because then there's no Killer Shack. But more often than not, the killer would stop me in my tracks and I'd have to restart the entire challenge for the 50th fucking time. So I realistically needed to prioritize a hatch escape. This was the only way, and by the way, there were so many close calls, and I mean really close calls, that consistently left me feeling empty. I started to doubt myself. Was this even gonna work? I wondered if I was ever gonna finish this stupid video. Like, what am I doing? But then, something incredible happened. At some point, we're gonna need to do something, otherwise we will just get AFK crows. Why do I still hear the terror radius? What's happening? What? I escaped! Guys, I escaped! Oh my god. I finally did it. I won. Did you really think I would stoop to such a level to clickbait you into a disappointing ending? Well, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. If I'm being honest though, there really isn't a simple way to complete this challenge, and it massively relies on RNG and general player behavior. Except, there is a fundamental technicality I've been overlooking. This whole time, the answer was so obvious. I don't need to force myself to do gens without walking. No, if I'm gonna answer this question with brutal honesty, I have to get to the root of the problem. I just need to get out. And if that means being selfish, so be it. And with that, I was hit with something very heavy. I woke up on the floor with a terrible headache. My vision was blurry, but I could see a mysterious silhouette, and it started speaking.
Come on, we've got this.
Who are you?
Well, my name is RJRT99, but you can call me RJ. I'm your most recent top commenter from your live streams, and you've spent far too long making this video alone. Well, I'm here to help.
But what's the point? You've already seen how fucking impossible this is. Why would you help me?
Well, Adam, you inspire me. Well, actually, you inspire us all. And it's given me the courage to finally step out from the sidelines and be part of something greater. I've pulled my pants up, and now I can finally escape these lousy solo queue pieces of popular shit.
Has this turned into some kind of cult?
Yes it has.
Oh. Okay then, at least you're giving me watch time. Unfortunately, RJ and the Dwight were chased off a gen super early in the match. To clarify, RJ and Dwight are not the same person. But it took so long to get around to finishing that goddamn animation. I'm not starting over. And the Dwight fully ran away from the area and away from me, which is annoying because I had just made it to a generator. But then RJ, the legend, somehow fully evaded the chase and made their way to pick me up without leaving any scratch marks. Huge. Although, one problem, it's Scratch Mirror Myers on an indoor map. Up until this point, Myers has been causing so many problems throughout the video. While you haven't seen every Myers match, there is 8 hours of footage in total that I'm using for this video. Believe me, those matches are in there. And this time, he brought Scratched Mirror, an add-on unique to Michael's ability that gives him full stealth mode, and he can see our auras through the fucking walls. This usually means he'll drop chase with the intention of stealthing around and appearing out of nowhere to jump scare us while we're working on gens. And it sucks for me especially because even if I can anticipate this happening, I can't exactly prematurely run away for my own safety, so I think we all know how this goes.
Nice shot!
The next match was sort of annoying because everyone spawned so far away. This would usually be a good thing, especially against the nurse, but I really needed someone to pick me up at a generator. This did eventually happen, but I had been crawling around bleeding out for nearly 2 whole minutes. And yes, I'm still trying to do gens, alright? But that's because I have to do something to avoid those pesky idle crows. Everyone ended up getting hooked, which meant all I needed to do was wait at shack and escape through the hatch. Easy, right? Well, I figured she was probably gonna make her way to close the hatch, so I picked myself up with Plot Twist, hid in a locker to wait for her to do that, which would then unlock my Plot Twist perk again, so I could re-down myself and travel to the hatch and unlock it with my key. But she didn't even bother closing it and came straight for the bloody locker. What the fuck? I was live streaming at the time, so that's kind of suspicious. I think she was looking at my live stream. The next match was another indoor map with another Myers. We did pretty well on gen progress, guess. But at this point, I was hungry for a solo win, so I headed to an exit gate. Daryl was losing his patience and really wanted to be productive, which meant he was no longer progressing the game, just kind of gesturing me to do something instead of standing at the exit gate. RJ would come over to let me do the healing action to avoid idle crows from time to time, which definitely felt like a promising strat, but then Daryl led the killer straight to us and we died. Next match, the pig was immediately in our vicinity, but too distracted to bother picking me up. This was a good sign, although good signs haven't been very good so far. I thought about getting back on that gen for them, but I was on a very important mission. No more fooling around. I crawled for my life while chaos surrounded me every corner. This Jake went for a flashlight save and failed but picked me up, which briefly stopped me from bleeding out. But then I was in trouble. The pig absolutely saw me try to crawl around this bush, and I was indeed taken to the hook. After this, I was just so desperate to position myself for the hatch escape. So I crawled and crawled and crawled until RJ pointed me towards Killer Shack and it was time to lock in. Of course, I was still bleeding out, so I allowed Meg to pick me up for the time being. The shack was right behind me. All I needed to do was make sure I was right next to the hatch as soon as it spawned in. With only about 20 seconds left of crawling time, and you'll never guess what happened next. Maybe I get picked up behind Shack? I don't know. I don't even know how this could work, really. But perhaps if I just stay here for long enough. Oh my god, the killer is actually fully leaving me alone. This is crazy. I can't believe the AFK crows are actually not sabotaging me for once. If I crawl for a few more seconds, I just bleed out. Oh my god, please just leave, for fuck's sake. Leave! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! Finally! Can I escape without walking? Yes. I think I've proven my point. It is possible, but the killer did practically let me live. Protect me! My armor! Look, I've been sitting with this video idea for over a month. Give me a break. And I'm pretty sure this would have worked perfectly if this nurse wasn't stream sniping. But to make it up to you, I might revisit this and do a part 2 in the future. Okay, I'm gonna work on something else now. Bye. I'm getting out without walking at all. I don't know how. I'm not walking at all.